Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have comments, questions, if you have a topic that you want me to give you my take on, if you have anything that you want to run by me or ask me, I'll be more than happy to answer you. Put it in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer you. If you want me to send it to you privately, once you comment, let me know and we'll figure out how to sure that you get a private message. And on top of that, if you want to subscribe to my other social media outlets, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. All of my profile pics of all the places where I'm at have face without the hair. On Instagram and on X, you can type in at Back on Basics. On Threads, you can type in Back on Basics or at Back on Basics. Either one is fine. So let's talk about mental fatigue. Mental fatigue is when you're doing something that is making you unfocused in your mind, and it's actually making you sluggish in your body. It's amazing how unfocused mind means that it's a sluggish body as well. It's amazing. Remember, you see, you do, you see, right? It's the same thing. Focus mind, focus body. That's the mind-body balance that I've talked about all this time. Unfocused mind, sluggish body. And it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. So, and that's the reason why in this country, in the United States, and I know that other countries do the same thing, you take breaks, right? Because if you take breaks, that means that you're recharging this supercomputer. You're actually refocusing your mind. You're refocusing your body. You're getting yourself ready. You do an activity that you love doing that does not, and again, is not part of what you're doing that made you fatigued, that made you unfocused, right? Listen to music. Read something, write something. I mean, you can do praying, you can do meditation, you can do a lot of different things. Or, remember, many videos back, you can take a micro break. A micro break is a break that takes anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes on average. Again, you do your favorite activity right quick. One of my favorite activities that I do at work when I take a micro break, Rubik's Cube. And this is a tiny Rubik's Cube. This is actually a fidget. Well, I'm sorry. Nowadays we call it a fidget. Before, it's like a Rubik's Cube. And it's a working Rubik's Cube. And so, I mean, it's awesome. I can be somewhere and I can be doing the fidget and taking a micro break while somebody talks. And guess what? People say, oh, you're using a fidget. That's great. It's going to keep you focused. And it does. Because I'm focused and I can listen. But when I need to focus more, I need to put it down. Again, right? Mental fatigue is something that slows you down or stops you. See, that's the thing. You become sluggish. You become unfocused in the mind. And so we have to make sure that the activities that you're doing, you have to be realistic with yourself. You have to see how long the activity is going to take, and if realistically, when can you take breaks? So that way you can break it into little chunks. It doesn't mean that you're going to take a day break or 5-hour break. It just means you're taking a micro break, or you're taking a break like half an hour, and then you're going back and doing. Whenever I grade and whenever I post in the psychology classes for University of Phoenix, I usually take a micro break. Believe me. Or at the same time, because I've done this before, I'm actually doing the grading and I'm listening to music. Or sometimes I'm posting something, and after I post something and I'm reviewing it, I'm watching The Big Bang Theory. Or I'm watching a little bit of professional wrestling. Remember, Professional wrestling is one of my favorite things. The Big Bang Theory is one of my favorite shows. Taking micro breaks is one of my favorite things to do because it's small enough, but it makes sense because I can get my brain refocused. What do? I also can do breathing exercises. That's another one that I've said in previous videos, right? You inhale and you hold it for about 5 seconds and then you exhale. So believe me, did you hear where I'm like, whoo, I am so mellow because you hold it, right? And that oxygen is resonating inside of you because you're holding it. When you let it go, right? It's like it's amazing because you feel that relief, right? Because now you're letting things out that is, that it's not the original breath that you take in. It has a lot more carbon monoxide or dioxide, and so and now you're ready to take breaths again. It just changes everything. I don't know why. It is psychology. It is here. This here is a very important that we have because it can move us forward. It can make us focus. It can make us just get things done. Get the things done. Or it just can balance our lives. Remember, in the previous videos, I said you have to have a balanced life. You have to have a mind and the body balance. You have to have a basic foundation. You also have to be in the here and now, right? The here and now means that you're neutral. There's no past that you're going back to. There's no future that you're trying to build or you think that you build or your brain thinks that it's built. It's like, no. Here and now, because that's neutral. You are in the most neutral place to make the best decisions, to choose the best goals, to connect with your support system, right? So again, be in the here and now because that will get you so far ahead and it'll start your momentum. It'll get you going. It'll compound victories, right? It'll turn small victories into medium-sized victories into large victories. And believe me, you can see it. Again, my example is that less than a year ago, I started out with 4 subscribers. Today, I want to thank the 231 subscribers that are part of this channel. 231 or 321? It is 321. I'm sorry, not 221. 321. I apologize to everybody. But 321 subscribers. Latest subscriber. I see you all the way to the UK. I saw your comment. Thanks for joining. I mean, they'll be, remember, there's always short videos. There's shorts, one in Spanish, one in English. And then there's a longer video in English. I'm going to start doing videos in Spanish that are shorter than these long ones, but longer than the shorts. So bear with me. I'm building a library of videos in Spanish and in English. So that way I'm able to help as many people as I can. And remember what I said, right? These videos are always going to be free to you. There's no video more important than the other that I have to put a subscription on. I'm not going to make a subscription-based video library. Because again, right, I think that all of these topics, all of these themes, all of your questions, all of the answers that I have for your questions, all of them are very important and you should have them readily for you to watch or for you to listen to. Remember, at the beginning, some of my earlier videos, I actually have nature sounds. There's some videos that are 45 minutes or an hour and 15 or an hour and 30. Excuse me. Waterfalls, rain. There's so many different ones, so many different sounds. And so check them out. I mean, those you can use to sleep, to meditate, to focus on what you need to focus on. I mean, whenever I write papers, which I do in my school, I actually put instrumental music. Because why? Because instrumental music can still get you your emotions either up or down, or focused, or angry, or sad, or whatever emotion you want, even if it doesn't have any lyrics, because it's instrumental. You know, it's amazing that once you put the instrument in and the singer together, it's magic. Both separate, still magic, because you can either get the singing or you can get the instrumental part. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's why I love music, because you can do it together, you can do it separate, you can do one or you can do the other, and you still get motivated. You still get mind-body balance. You're still here in the basic foundation in the here and now. So again, mental fatigue, there's ways to deal with it. Take micro breaks, take regular breaks, right? Do some activity that you enjoy doing. Make sure that you're following up on things and looking at your task and how long that task is going to be. Estimate how long that task is going to take you to finish, and then put in breaks. So that way you can refocus, so you can come back fresh. You know, today I went to work, then after work, I drove to another elementary school, and I had a meeting for about an hour. And then after that, I drove back home, and then I had class. And then after that, then I did shorts. And then after that, I'm doing this video. But guess what? In between different activities, I was able to take a micro break. At least a micro break. And some of them I took a lot longer break. And here I am at 8:45 p.m. Pacific time. I'm still going. I'm so motivated right now that I can talk about any topic right now. If you know, one of the things that I'm going to start doing from time to time is have a live session. So that way you can ask me questions live, and I will more than happy to give you my take on live questions. So again, stay tuned for that. There's so many things I want to do. This channel is going to grow. I want to get to at least, to start off, 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 subscribers. I mean, I want to be able to teach what I know. I want to be able to teach what I've learned. I want to be able to do that. And I've actually broken it down. I actually have lists in here of topics of different things. Bear with me, because I'm going to show you, ladies and gentlemen. Just today, yikes, you can't even see it. Nope. I wrote down 10 different ways that we can have mental focus. So I took one of the ones. I looked at them all, and I chose mental fatigue. But I have 9 more. And then I have another list of some simple and practical life balance topics. See, I have 10 of those. And so, again, I'm doing my homework for you all. I want to make sure that I support you in any way possible. I want to make sure that if you have a specific topic, put it in the comment section. Connect with me on social media outlets, and then let me know what topic you want to hear me, or what topic you want me to make a video on. So, mental fatigue will slow you down. Mental fatigue will stop you. Mental fatigue will build a roadblock, and you won't get through unless, remember, you take breaks. You do the activities that you want to do. Refresh. I mean, you know, even when we're working 8 hours, 10 hours a day, there's always time for breaks. There's always time for even micro breaks. Remember, right? In like cities like Spain, or countries like Spain or Mexico, or I mean, some places close at noon and they take siestas. Why? They're recouping. They're trying to do that. They're trying to rest so that way they can do the rest of the day. I mean, their hours are a lot longer than some other countries, but they still have a break, the mental break. Because remember, you can sit down and think that you're taking a break, but your brain is still working. So you literally have to stop. And you have to take at least a 3 to 5 minute break, which is a micro break. It's not the biggest break. Or you can take a different kind of break, a longer break. But again, right, it all comes back to we need to reduce mental fatigue. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Topics, questions, comments. If you want me to give you my take on any topic, by all means, I'll be happy to do so. If you want to connect with me through social media outlets, on Facebook, search for Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram and X, you can type at Back on Basics. On Threads, you can type at Back on Basics or just Back on Basics. So again, till next time, remember, break things down. Take breaks. So that way you won't have mental fatigue. Back on Basics.